Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh. Oh. Have everybody had a good day? I can't be asked for this, BioWare. Turn your fucking game up. I'm not even joking. I do not have the hearing of a fox, alright? Oh god, we've got to go get Sarah. Oh. I'm a lesbian, yeah? I'm a butch English lesbian, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, oh fuck off. Constant talk in normal speech.
The chantry has
There it
What's
is.
that? An arrow with a message?
fetch their Templars back, I wonder. Well, that was a change of affairs. You might find friends among the stunned and wounded.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
I do kind of have to get Sarah. You know, she's this character I want to talk to, and you know, you want to experience everything about the game. Want to see how she reacts to a Canary. You know, I'm just a Canary.
I'm just a Canary. In the wrong place at the wrong time.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Right, folks, you can either look at this woman or hear her. I think we should hear her. Because, you know, BioWare can't code audio files properly, apparently.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
It's not that I don't like Sarah, I'm just not in the mood for it at the moment. Just, oh, God.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
She's okay, Sarah. I just think... I don't know.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can. And leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, And your Inquisition is in the Maker's hands now.
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair, fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
It's the fact that I can't really understand what Sarah's saying. I want to, you know.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
The Chantry made a big mistake, and now it's paying the price.
Perhaps you are correct. We are only trying to find our way, with little guidance now, but our faith.
That's not enough.
When is it ever enough? That is the nature of faith.
The Chantry has just shown themselves helpless.
My Maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, Maker, where is the comfort? Have you come to scavenge now that the divine lies cold? Whisper your cune against the chant? Leave me. My emptiness will not be borne by you. Maker, show me the light.
People really don't like me being a Canary, do they?
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Vivienne de Fer. Quite like Vivienne. She's a bitch, but at least she's honest about it.
I don't think they knew.
we should search the area.
I don't like this. Two things, BioWare, right? Putting an actual French language in a supposed fantasy world. Yep. Immersion breaking. Second thing, you're Canadian, you're not French. Let's get that out there. Can't fucking stand it. Oh, we're from Quebec. No, 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 no.
You trouble anyone?
No. You're America light. That's all you are. You're not fucking French.
Change is on the wind. I wish your leaders well.
Ever since our divine was murdered, two of us old fools are lost without her.
Will it matter?
Oh god, I'm not reading all that. I remember the codex entries and origins, they were just, oh, this is nice. They were just like, you know, they would go in your journal under codex entries. Whereas, yeah.
O Creator, see me near, for I walk only where you would bid me.
But,
Stand in the places you have blessed.
you know what I mean? That should be going into my codec. You shouldn't be popping up on the screen forcing me to read it. Just, you know.
Is this now?
Just like, you know.
Come to me, child, and I shall embrace you. In my arms, my
Nope. Out the way. Out the way, fools. Fucking underlings.
How's the front?
Well, that
Which
was
one?
a change
We
of
just try not to
affairs.
get between them.
You might
Well, that's
find
the Templars
friends among
dragging
the
us into their
stunned
fight.
and
War against magic is like a war against swords.
Is there something you need? Yes, thank you.
This is another thing that annoys me about games. You know, one person talking at a time, please. I can't listen to fucking,
The most holy is dead.
you know.
You're certain such a pairing is wise?
It is simple maths. His patron was lost at the Conclave, hers in a skirmish with mages.
Very well. A small step for both names.
If they have the sense.
We must see that they are not corrupted in our name.
I just want to kill things. Come on.
Remember this.
Wow.
This is bullshit.
How do I get upstairs? There is a place around here. I know there is.
Our Templars
The
left.
chantry has
The
just
chantry
shown
promised to be
themselves.
defensive.
Right. Hooray! We can leave.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
This is Alistair's mother, if people didn't know. An elf, because you know, elves have to be in absolutely everything in Dragon Age.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the Conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
And what do you want in exchange for the mage's help?
Oh, I haven't promised the Inquisition our help yet. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
One second, folks. Just gotta do something. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've had this cold for a while now. It's really annoying the fuck out of me. My immune system used to be rock solid. Like, I would never get sick. Like, ever. And the last time I got properly sick, like with a cold, was the week before, or a few weeks before, Mass Effect 3 came out. And I sat in bed, because I was doing my playthrough. Do, 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 do. I was doing my playthrough for what was it? Yeah, my lore playthrough for Mass Effect. Yeah.
It's the Inquisition's herald! Well, you know why we're so early.
Where are the hounds? Who lost the hounds?
Fend off the guards. Well, I guess that's them successfully fended off. There we go.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're big. Real big. From the north, yeah? Ravane or... North. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches. Bunch of nutters.
And they don't have pants on. Yeah, I'm starting to like her already.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Could we take a few moments for sense to reassert itself? Who are you people?
I'm not people, but I get what you want. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
So who are your friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep or kill, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glow. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead yet. I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad.
Oh, right. You want to put that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
You say that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Okay. Lots of breaches. Okay, let's go and get this Madame Dufair.
Master Adar of the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Just one sec, folks. Just gotta check something quick. Real quick. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Doo-doo-doo. Ugh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Just double checking that I've got all my... What I'm doing, I'm checking out I've got all my DLC installed. If I don't, then I'm gonna be slightly miffed. I should have it all installed. Yep, all installed. Okay, sorry about that, folks.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
Okay.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
I was looking at a thing for Final Fantasy 15 today, and it looks like it's something like me and my missus were gonna create a world together, like a fantasy setting, but not fantasy, more like a futuristic setting on like a world.
Everything you've heard, completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
What's your point?
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden dog-lord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think his sword would end the shame of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard, and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Now this is someone who, if you could romance, I definitely would. Seems like a bit of an ice queen, but, you know, pretty funny as well.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
1 sec. Sorry, just stupidly busy at the moment.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire.
Oops.
I have all, and I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
Is your interest in the Inquisition, Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
She also has one of the best scenes in Trespasser, which I can't wait to see a Canary do. So basically they get a pedicure, basically, you know. And I don't think it's the same for all characters, actually. I'm not sure. But I can't wait to see. Yeah, Colin's there.
Do you need something?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Log with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
You left the Templars for this. You believe the Inquisition can work?
I do. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I really like the I love this dynamic early on in the game where you're not the leader, you're just one of the dudes. I really like that. I wish they'd do more of that.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
What happens when he romances Cullen? That would be quite funny. I think he's only straight though. I could swear he's only straight. What one man gains, another has lost. What one man has up his arse, another man has in his hands. Blah 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 blah.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Sorry if you can't see Varric, but we need to hear what he's saying.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
You from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
I think that was a little dig at the people who didn't like Dragon Age 2, the way it looked. Despite what you've heard, Kirkwall's not that bad. Also, I've never liked it. Oh, it's the one story I can never tell. You know, so, oh god, really.
Don't know how it keeps breaking.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right? Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
So I ain't gonna play my nose.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all chosen Lord Herald?
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Not even. Get to work, Herald. I'm gonna go kick someone out of a bed.
Okay. Sarah's one of those characters who never seems to be happy with whatever you say. Like, whatever you say, she'll always be like, no. He should see fire and go toward light.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. This is little house. Should I do this?
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Christ, turning him's like turning a ship.
How can you be so calm with everything we believe in?
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know the Chantry is no longer a threat to us.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere. But to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Okay.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with a breach?
It is easy for us to imagine that mundane matters fall aside in tumultuous times. The Chart of Light does not speak of feeding troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced. These trivialities are steps on your path to victory, even if history never remembers them.
I thought I made it clear that I'm not the Herald of Andraste.
I understand. Whatever you believe, there remains a task to be done. If the faith of the people is nothing but a tool, then I beg you to use it well. We will all perish if you do not. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
It must be difficult to follow the chant of light, knowing how it's spread.
Indeed. I have always believed that the Maker wished us to spread the chant of light by example, not violence. In any case, once the chant of light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
This is the dark chapter of history for the Divine to revisit.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was divine, Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Yay, I've reached level 6. Yeah. Which means I can get this. And outside, oh, give me 1 second. It's going to be quite a long bit next, so I'm going to have a quick wee and be back in a second. I didn't put the break thing on because, well, I'm back now. So.
Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Now this is a character
Excuse
who.
me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Comisius Aclassi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bulls Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references. You lead a company yourself, right? So you know talk is cheap. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Okay.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's a Canary like you. He's big, he's got the horns and all of it. He leads from the front. He pays well and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
I like two things about Krem. One, she symbolises two things really. One is what an amazing voice actress Jennifer Hale is, number one. Number two, BioWare will do anything for praise.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Yeah. Krem is, you know, he's fine. But the, BioWare do, ruin Canary with her, which is annoying. Where's she gone? You know. But I'll cover that later when we get to it. I can't be bothered right now.
I
think
met
I've already...
an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
I'm sorry, but I was at the Conclave because I was a fucking mercenary and I was paid to be at the Conclave. Why can't I say that? Why can't I say that? These choices really work if you're a human. And I've made these choices when I was a human. But I was a Canary and I was only there because I was paid to be there.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
I'll talk about Krem later on. I mean, I've spoken about her before, and the Canary. So, you know, no one will need to do so again.
Yes, I have heard them as well. Would you wish to have yourself restored?
I do not believe that would be wise. The number of demons present might leave me vulnerable to possession. I might also experience feelings of discomfort over events that occurred while I was in this state. I can survive in this fashion. I were made whole again, I might not.
It is a terrible bargain we ask you to make.
Let's see. Contact with the Valocas. Adar. Kato came back looking like she'd crawled out of a dragon's mouth. Some of the others too, most of them wounded. All of them angry, but alive. Alive is important. They said they were sprung from some noble's dungeon by people in eyeball armour. I assume that's your doing. Thanks. Shokrakar. P.S. Good work on not being dead. P.P.S. We still haven't been paid. I really like the Kanori origin story. It's pretty cool. The writing's really good on that one as well. I really like that. Okay, build watchtowers. Okay, that's not done. You don't want to do that just yet. Storm Coast. Bog Unicorn. Gather coin. Coltron Dash Day.
Let's see what we have.
Go for it. Turn of High Ever. This is the my Grey Warden's brother. I think. Yeah, Fergus, yeah. The Tyranny of High Ever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinian V. The most holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that our conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in High Ever in remembrance of Justinia, and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Yeah, send the Ferelden officers. And honor guard.
To work?
Chantry remains. The confrontation with Mother Hevara in the Valroyal Market had the desired effect, to a point. The Chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid a flurry of speculation over the actions of Seeker Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste. The Inquisition could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before the Chantry elects a new divine could be a benefit. Yeah, go for it.
Let us begin.
She can do it. And we're gonna go to the Storm Coast, I think. Get Iron Bull. Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city of Amaranthine 10 years ago. It's not unusual for their order to fade from public notice when there's no blight, however. Recent reports claim that a group... You're not supposed to start a sentence with however. Grammar, please. That a group was travelling along the northern coastline. Wardens tend to follow their own agenda, but the breach has no doubt caught their attention. If they know something, then the Inquisition should find out. It's quite weird, the Storm Coast, because there's actually no reason to go there, because this mission doesn't go anywhere. You're just there to basically go and get Iron Bull. You know. Can't be arsed with Solus. We get to see Scott Harding again. Yay!
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Of course you haven't.
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Don't want to be dealing with that. Are these actually called Ventori? No, Divinta Marksman, Zealot. Divinta Zealot.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish off and break out the casks. Damn, it's true. Oh, the Chantry must love you. A Canary mercenary is the herald of Andraste. Who would have thought?
Shenadon, Sten.
Let's try to keep that to a minimum. Makes the boys twitchy.
Yeah.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have them check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Inquisition needs magical power to close the breach. It doesn't need mercenaries.
Hey, everyone needs mercenaries. But if I need to sweeten the deal, you need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
I learned of the Ben Hasrath from my parents. They are the enforcers of the Canary and the spies.
Yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Canary spy, and you just told me?
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition? I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What would you send home with these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Canari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth it, damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tervinter, right? Try Bloodman. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Okay. Take Iron Ball. Cassandra Vivienne. Dib dib doo. Did it did did doo. Gotta do something. Well, I really like. I think the Canary works the best. You know, I really do in the story. Apart from that one instance where, you know, you're talking to Vivienne and doesn't really let you say anything mercenary-like. Apart from that, he really does work the best. I was actually worried that people would just treat you like you were human, which wouldn't fucking fit because you're Canary, you know? But I like the fact that they really don't. Like, in fact, the things that really I found off-putting when I was a human, like people were, you know, terrified of me all the time. I was like, well, no, I look like a normal dude. Like, they were just, you know, a handsome, muscle-bound normal dude who with great cheekbones, but a normal dude nonetheless. And, you know, there's no reason that they would, you know, react in such fear to me. But, you know, Canary, who people are kind of whispering is the second coming of Jesus. Yeah, that might be a bit terrifying. It's basically like, imagine, you know, you're in the time of the Crusades, and a 7'5", you know, black man with horns is declared by most people, a hell of a lot of people, the second coming of Jesus. And yeah, you've got how terrified people should be of me.
Those must be the bandits hard to mention.
Well, no stealth for me.
These must be the missing soldiers.
I will see that their families are notified when we return.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Let's go pay them a visit. Mm. Bang. He nearly kills himself. Yeah. It's like we're overpowered for this place as well. That's all them deaded. Do do do. Don't think we're going to be fighting them.
Okay, that's badass.
Let's have a little look. Meh. Leave him to it. Alright. Let's get the hell up here. Nope. Up around here, maybe?
My dear Cassandra, Whatever persuaded you to bring Varric to the Conclave?
I wanted him to testify about the events at Kirkwall to the Divine.
He wrote all of that down, did he not? He didn't need to come in person.
The Divine also wanted him to autograph her copy of Hard in Hightown.
Never heard that one before. Huh.
We should look around. Huh.
The Wardens were here at some point.
Let's get down here then. There we go. Not that many enemies around here, considering. Okay. Can always do with another camp.
Shall we make camp or move on?
Alright. Carry on. Oh. Let's get up here. Sorry if I'm not talking very much, there's not much to talk about really.
This belonged to the wardens.
That's that fucking bear. It is as well. Fuck you. Like that. Fucking followed us up here as well. Asshole.
The wardens must have moved on.
Moved on to where, I wonder?
They're searching for someone. But they can't ignore the breach. Whoever the wardens are seeking, he's led them away from here.
Okay. And I say we get the last of the things for now. Close a few breaches and then head back to Haven. Rift, sorry.
A decent enough place to camp, I suppose.
Good. Let's go get that. Needs to make the coastline a bit more stable. The sound is completely gone. What the fuck, BioWare? Give me a second. What is this? What the actual fuck, BioWare? Yep, my sound's fine. Wish they'd learn how to make a game sometimes. You know, because it's not like it's really hard stuff. It's fucking coding sound. You record sound, you put it in your game to play at certain times when certain buttons and conditions are met. But when it like cuts out altogether, idiots. Come on. This DRM bullshit. I'm literally only doing the next bit and then I'm done for the night, but oh, don't do this. Not one of these fucking things. There's your quest target. Where? Over that cliff. Right, is there a way across the cliff? Nope. Right, okay, well, no. Yep, good luck trying to find it for the next hour. Yep, can't get around.
Who placed the skull out here? And for what purpose?
We're never going to find out, Cassandra, because... with a load of bullshit. Waste of time. Okay, across here. Yep. What the fuck? Why are you sliding down that? That's ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. My grandma, well, not my grandma could fucking walk up this. That's ridiculous. This is just even worse than The Witcher. That is fucking stupid. I could literally walk up that myself. Fuck off, BioWare. Fucking morons. Honestly. I mean, Jesus. There's so many little things that just fucking... my main bugbear in games... Skyrim did it a few times as well. Like, look at that. I mean, there's something over this that I've got to get to, and it's just pathetic level design. There should be multiple ways for me to get in to different places. Yeah. Okay. Is there a way out? Come on, let's go. Can't go down there yet because of the dragon, so let's go back to Maven. That's going to be me for tonight, folks. Thank you for joining me, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.